Let's read about Squanto by Sonia W. Black. A Native American boy named Tisquantum was born long ago, around 1591. His home was the village of Pawtucket. Tisquantum was a bright, happy boy. The Pawtucket people belonged to the Wampanoag Nation. They lived in the forest in the fall and winter. They hunted deer, beaver, wild turkey, and other animals for food. Young Tisquantum went hunting too. They moved the village closer to the ocean in the spring and summer. They planted corn, squash, beans, and other vegetables. The Native Americans fished for food too. Tisquantum went fishing with his friends one day. Someone shouted, "Look!" There was a big ship in the water. Strange men came ashore. They were English traders. They spotted Tisquantum and his friends. But the strangers spoke a different language. But Tisquantum understood their friendly actions. "We'll call you Squanto," they said. They invited Squanto to sail home with them. It was 1605. Squanto was 14 years old. He wanted an adventure. He sailed off to England. Squanto lived with Sir Ferdinando Gorges. He was the owner of the ship. Sir Gorges taught Squanto how to speak English. In 1614, Sir Gorges hired Squanto as a guide to travel with his sea captains. The men were returning to explore the new land. Squanto would talk to the natives for them. Squanto had been gone for 9 years. "It will be good to go home," he said. Squanto was a very smart guide. He led Captain John Smith through many new territories. He helped him to draw up maps. He traded with natives. Squanto's life suddenly changed one day. He was taken prisoner by Captain Thomas Hunt. Captain Hunt took Squanto to Spain. The captain sold him as a slave. Kind monks bought Squanto and set him free. They helped him get on another ship. It was 1619 when Squanto returned to his village. It was empty. Squanto was all alone. He went to live in another Wampanoag village nearby. It was a spring day in 1621. Squanto's friend Somerset brought him news about his old village. "English settlers have been living there since the winter," Somerset said. "They call themselves pilgrims." Somerset took Squanto to meet the pilgrims. The pilgrims had sailed from Plymouth, England. They had come on a ship called the Mayflower. They called this new land New England. The old Pawtucket village was now called Plymouth. The pilgrims had suffered during the terrible cold winter. They had very little food. Squanto felt sorry for them. "I will live with you and help you," he said. Squanto brought the Wampanoag chief to meet the pilgrims' governor. The chief was angry with settlers for taking the Native Americans' land. Some settlers had also treated them badly. Squanto wanted to make peace. Governor John Carver promised the pilgrims would be kind to the Wampanoags. Chief Massasoit promised to protect the pilgrims from harmful natives. Squanto taught the pilgrims many things. He taught them better ways to plant crops. He showed them which wild berries were safe to eat. He taught them how to set traps to fish, to dig for clams, and to catch eel and lobster. He also helped them to hunt. The Pilgrims had a good harvest that fall. There was enough food to last all winter. They decided to have a feast to give thanks. Chief Massasoit came with 90 men. They brought 5 deer for roasting. There was also duck, goose, and turkey. There were fish, vegetables, and berries. The happy celebration lasted for 3 long days. This was the first Thanksgiving. Squanto's pilgrim friends loved him very much. They would not have made it without him. Squanto was a great Wampanoag. He played a big part in building Plymouth Colony.